welcome back to the Good Enough Garden for another garden tour. It has been 5 weeks since I showed you around and things have grown so much. I'm so excited for you to see. I didn't know if there would be that much different, but I was looking back at the footage and yes, there really is. So first up, let's get started. Same place we started last time, next to the elderberries, which are forming their berries. So exciting. And the hibiscus, which is just blooming wonderfully. The blooms only last one day, but they are showstoppers. I love it. It's just such a fun, bright spot. The other thing that's been really fun is my first year growing these drumstick alliums. And I think 5 weeks ago I was mentioning they're just about to bloom. And they've really lasted. I mean, you can see these here even have like a little more purple on them still, but I've been really pleased with those, and like they're so much later than all my other alliums, so I'm happy with those. But yeah, otherwise not too much else going on in this bed. Same with this shady bed. Like it really kind of just stays green at this point for the rest of the year. I am pleased that the hydrangeas have really put on some height, so you can see where the blooms are is kind of how tall they were last year, and now they're like a good foot taller. So hopefully next year I'll have nice color above the hosta layer. And we have our tree to navigate. Still haven't trimmed it. But yeah, this is just kind of slowly filling in. I got some diamond frost euphorbia. I think all that was there 5 weeks ago. The lemon coral. These begonias are really fun. It's like a popcorn variety, but like tiny double flowers. They're really pretty. And I've just been kind of keeping these trimmed up, and I added an asparagus fern in here because the Jacob's ladder had dried out. This Artemisia, I am not liking it. It is way too big. It's taken over everything, and honestly I haven't had a ton of time to like work on the front, so I haven't really wanted to put anything else in here in its place, but I think it's gonna come out totally. I think it's too big and wild for this small space. I want more variety. But I am really pleased. I've got some big sunflowers to show you. This one already bloomed, but I leave the seed heads up for birds to eat. It's really fun to see the goldfinches on these. I have several kinds of monarda, and you can see the bees just absolutely love it. Bee balm is the common name for this. But there's this lavender one, and then the bright pink behind it, which is doing really well. Love that. And then I have another variety further down that's got kind of a triple bloom. So I just kind of am finally pulling out all the spring things and seeing what space I have. There's Rudbeckia that'll fill in here. I've got so many different zinnias, and this one is really fun. It's from the Botanical Interests key lime mix, and it's really kind of like almost white, just a very, very palest yellow or lime green. A pink one. I will come and cut all these. I don't usually leave this many blooms, but I wanted to show you everything in bloom before I come and deadhead and just like harvest those for arrangements. Truffula pink gomphrena, flax, more zinnias of some sort. All the celosia here is self-seeded, so I probably don't need that much, but I'll just letting it go for now. But yeah, otherwise, Shasta daisies are doing their thing. More gomphrena, daylilies. Here's that other monarda, and there's a happy bee on there, climbing the 3 blossoms. A few little daylilies. I definitely want to put some other things in here. Obviously have some big spaces that just opened up from bachelor buttons that I took out. A giant cosmos. I cannot wait for this to bloom. I probably should pinch it. Oh, there's a little grasshopper. Cute. And here's another sunflower that I just absolutely love. I don't know if you can see the color. And it has got so many blooms. It's beautiful. All right, I think that's about it for the front. Let's head. Oh no, you have 2 mosquitoes on your face. We took care of those mosquitoes and now we're gonna go to the backyard. Jenny's okay. I have one rose coming on here. I really need to give these guys a prune and a fertilize, but it's good enough. And yeah, nothing much has really happened in here. Oh, except the fennel. I think I did mention this last time, and yeah, it's big and blooming and wonderful, and I love it a lot. And the wasps love it a lot too. So don't get stung by another thing. The canna is also really prominent. I'm gonna have to cut that back. It gets some worms on it. Passion flower is doing great. I was hoping there would be one in bloom for you, but not today. One just bloomed. But I do have 2 fruits hanging on here. They look really good, so wait for those to turn yellow and essentially like fall off, and they'll be ripe. Let's see. I still really haven't done too much with this area. So let's go into the raised bed. I think the main thing that is so fun right now is the sunflowers. They're all just absolutely huge and blooming like crazy. And oh, there's a bug. I want to get that, but I'll leave it. Yeah, so I'm like, I wish they weren't quite as floppy, and I have lost a couple in rainstorms, but for the most part, I think they're really fun, and I'm happy with the height of the sunflowers there. Zinnias are going crazy. I have a bunch in here. So there's the alpenglow. There are not as many blooming today as I would have hoped. Mazurkia. All these are the Queen Lime series, different mix. Like this one is so pretty. It's got that green and peach and yellow. And you know, they kind of have a lot of different variations. Like that's the same plant. It's just crazy. There's another really cool green, pale pink. Uh-oh, that's not good. What happened to you? Hopefully you just broke. This plant I have never grown before. It's called elecampane, and it's a great medicinal herb. But wow, those leaves are just gigantic. I did not expect that. I didn't know what to expect, but it's been really, really wild. So there's still a few little spring things in here. Some kale, one more big green cabbage, which I've been eating coleslaw for the past couple weeks, but that one is almost ready to come out. And I think my lettuce finally is going to all be done. But yeah, I mean, you can still see it's decently small. That red cabbage really didn't do too much, but I've already got basil in here. I harvested basil yesterday time. I'm letting some of the dill just bloom out. I just really love the dill flowers, and of course you can use the seed in pickles, and then also save it for next year. So that'll be fun. Over here, I had peas on all the arches before, but now I've got tomatoes and cucumbers. So here's I believe this is the Telegraph Improved, so an English cucumber there. And actually on this one, like this is a cucumber, but back here I'm growing some tromboncino squash, and gonna let that take over this arch. And I'm hoping, I think that you can harvest it like both as summer squash like zucchini, but then also let some mature into a more of a winter squash vibe. I've never grown it, first year growing that, so that'll be fun. Some more just beautiful zinnias here, and my artichokes are great. Larkspur and is just about done, and then snapdragons are back there. Chamomile's just about done. I have some spaces that have opened up. Here's another like almost white zinnia. I just love it. So good. Craspedia, yellow drumstick is the common name for it. I definitely put my tomatoes in late, so compared to some people, I've got really short ones. These are paste tomatoes in a Cherokee purple. And over here, I've got Midnight Snack. They start with really dark purple shoulders and then turn red after that. And this one's Sun Gold. And then there are a couple more little varieties down there. Sorry you hit the lettuce puffball that I have here. I'm just letting this go to seed, so I think it's probably pretty close. Yeah, I can see some lettuce seeds in there. So I can probably harvest this the next week or so and get a ton of lettuce seed for next year. And these are like my winter varieties, Marble of Four Seasons and Rouge d'Hiver. More basil. I attempted to speak French. Peppers, things like that. Eggplant, zucchini, okra. I've been harvesting a few okra so far. I think I showed this purple Savoy cabbage 5 weeks ago and I have still not harvested it. But it is so pretty and I can't wait. I've been diligently spraying with BT so the caterpillars don't get it. And yeah, cilantro seed is ready to harvest, aka coriander. So lots going on. That tomatillo right here, these are volunteers, which I'm happy about because I forgot to plant tomatillos. So they just went ahead and did it themselves. This bed's a little bit chaotic, but that's all right. I think I've got jalapeno ready. Maybe I'll just grab that now. Do a little live harvesting. Oh my gosh. Can we believe it? I'm gonna do it right on camera. Oh my God, it's really not that fancy. There we go. Jalapeno. More giant sunflowers. I've slightly cleaned off my potting bin. I love these pincushion flower. I did a mix and this was like a little bit of an experiment because I had grown them before but not all the colors. I love this. I think it's called Black Knight. That's the one I had done before, and I plan about 40 clients' gardens in the spring and put these in everyone's garden. No one knew what they were. When we planted them, they're just very short and like leaves like this, and a lot of people thought they were lettuce. But now we get the payoff because they're just so cool and lots of different colors. Yellow, there's a lavender one somewhere around here, so that's been fun. Scabiosa or pincushion flower. Here's all the Oklahoma mix zinnias, which are like smaller and like much more double or like fully ruffled. I don't love yellow and red, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine because the form is so incredible. My one Brussels sprout plant is hanging in there, going strong actually. Hoping for the best on that one. Let's see. So here's some, I've got this tomato here. I think we've got Sun Gold again, and it flopped over. So I can I'll probably try to just like weave it through here. But if I need to tie it up with twine, I can. Oops, definitely lost some fruit, but that's okay. Yeah, I think it'll go. I usually just kind of weave them through. And in fact, like I'll probably actually come in here and prune this a bit because I don't like to see yellow and spots. I like to clean all that off if at all possible. And then just kind of weave them as I go so they have the support of the cattle panel, but you don't have to necessarily tie them because this tends to work pretty well. So this is the blue gold berries. another little small cherry tomato, but with a kind of yellow and purple vibe to it. And then these are paste tomatoes. I've already almost got a ripe one here. And honestly, I don't know because I didn't label them, which do as I say, not as I do, right? Always label your tomatoes. But this one is already really quite tall, so that's exciting. It's fun when they fill up the archway and you've got a plant arch to walk through. Can't wait for that. All right, come over and see the blackberries. I think I've been pretty on top of harvesting them, but they really are like coming in strong now. So don't tell me I don't have any black ones to show you. Oh, that one got eaten by a bird. That's kind of no good, but that one's really good. Yeah, so that's happening. That's fun. Raspberries have put on, I think last time I was harvesting raspberries, which would have been from these canes. Now these are done and I need to cut those back to the ground. But you can see the new canes for this year have buds on them. So I'll be having my second crop of raspberries in a little while. But otherwise, yeah, this fence is just crazy. There's still some trees that are trying to live. There's some volunteer tomatillos, some volunteer tomatoes. Oh, there's even a ripe one. A lot of times I don't think that volunteer tomatoes taste very good, but let's give it a try. Why not? I think that's totally worth it. I'm gonna just let them grow. I'm just gonna let them grow. Awesome. I harvested a tomato. Catnip I have been cutting and drying for my little kitties, but the bees and the butterflies absolutely love it too. More sunflowers, hollyhocks, they're kind of looking rough, but that's okay because these are full of seeds for next year. Let's see if I can show you these. These look like little discs, the seeds there. So we'll just plant some there. My fig tree's coming along, my rudbeckia. Oh, here's some celosia blooming. I didn't even know that was happening. And here's an awful bindweed. Bah! More sunflowers, and the bees just absolutely on them all the time. All right, I think we're almost done. I just want to show you the corn / melon pumpkin alley, which is not doing what I thought it would do. So let's flip around and see it. So the corn is more than knee high by the 4th of July, which is exciting. There are a couple good things. I mean, I'm really pleased with how tall the corn is, and I want to keep it going. I got to keep it watered and fertilized. There's two things that concern me. One is I have 3 varieties here, and I'm scared they're going to bloom at the same time and cross-pollinate, which you don't want with corn. And I have some aphids, so yeah, that's bad. So last year I had aphids and the ladybugs just came and ate them. So hopefully that'll happen again, but I might spray them down with some soap or something. So I've definitely lost some melons that were planted under here. They got whatever disease the striped cucumber beetles bring, which is a bummer. But some of these squash are really happy and like making their way along the fence. They found the light. So I'm still hopeful, but it's not entering the grass like I thought it would. So this is all still open. I decided to move a pot over here since things seem to want to go that way. So I'm going to plant some sweet potatoes over here and see if we can make use of this space a little bit more. So that's going to be it for early July garden tour. If there's anything that you want to see more of, let me know in the comments. I'm happy to talk about any of the plants that I have or any of the infrastructure. And it's been very humid today, so you got the joy of my gigantic hair And thanks to Jenny. Jenny, what do you want to take home with you?
Oh, green onions today, please.
Green onions. Okay, let's find some for you. So I didn't plant anything called scallions this year, but I have a couple shallots and a couple red onions that are babies, so you can use these for your dinner tonight.
Thank you.
Need a carrot? Need a carrot?
Always.
Let's see. Oh no! I need a tool. Hold on. See if I can harvest a carrot with pruners.
Oh, no.
Ah! Come on, baby. Oh, it's a good one. It's a big one. Yeah. Look at that. Awesome. Now I got to clean these up. Okay, that's really it.
Thank
Bye.
you.